Chào các bạn, welcome back to Learn Vietnamese with Tieng Viet Oi. The video today is another episode in our series Vietnamese Magic Words. Magic words is a term I use for Vietnamese words that have a lot of different meanings, and people might know one or two meanings already, but most of them don't know other meanings of it. The type of word that appear a lot in our series of magic words is từ Hán Việt, which is Vietnamese words but originated from Chinese. And today I'm going to introduce you to another từ Hán Việt, which is also pretty magical. It has a lot of meanings. No, actually it has one meaning, but it can combine with a lot of other words to create different meanings. The word is Thất. So, what is Thất? Thất is a từ Hán Việt, means to lose something. And remember, it is a từ Hán Việt, so we only use it in like formal or like traditional old words. We don't really use it in a daily conversation. Like if you lose money, you say mất tiền. You don't say thất tiền. But in the old language, thất means to lose something. And you can combine it with many other different words like a verb or an adjective or a noun to create a different meaning. A common example would be thất nghiệp. Thất nghiệp. You probably know the word nghiệp from nghề nghiệp, which is a job. Thất nghiệp means you lose your job, so you become unemployed. Thất vọng. Vọng comes from the word hy vọng, which is to hope. Thất vọng is when you lose your hope. You're disappointed. Losing hope here doesn't mean the same thing as in English, because you say when you lose hope at something, like you don't expect it to happen. It's a little bit different in Vietnamese, like when you put your hope up on something and then when you set your expectation to something and it didn't come up to your hope, then you get disappointed. So that's what thất vọng means. Another example would be thất tình. Thất tình. Tình comes from tình yêu, love. Thất tình is when you lose your love. I don't know if you have a direct translation in English, but I think the closest one would be to have a broken heart. Thất tình might be one of the two cases. Either you were in love with someone, you've been dating someone and you got dumped. Or thất tình can also be when you've been in love with someone and you finally gather your courage to confess that love with someone and that person doesn't return your feelings. So in that case, it would also be thất tình. So based on those three examples, I guess you can kind of guess that in Vietnamese, we only use thất with another word in the cases when you did have something before and then you lost it. You can't use it for things that you never had. So for example, you did have a job and then you lost it, then thất nghiệp. You did put your hope up and then it failed, it didn't meet up to your expectation, then you lost it, thất vọng. You did have the love and then you lost it, either you got dumped or you wasn't returned the feeling, then again it's thất tình. I'm going to give you a few other examples. Hứa is to promise. Thất hứa, to lose your promise, which means you broke your promise or you failed to keep your promise. If I promise to make a video on slang and idioms next week and I didn't, then I can tell you guys, em rất xin lỗi vì em đã thất hứa. Thất thường. Thường comes from the word bình thường, which is normal or usual. So thất thường means unusual. People use it a lot for weather. Thời tiết thất thường, like this morning it was sunny and then now it's raining and then in the evening it got really hot again. Or you can also use it for people. Tính tình thất thường, tính tình personality. Tính tình thất thường is like when you are up and down all the time, very unpredictable. Thất học, học is to study, so thất học used when someone quit school or drop out of school. Thất thiệt, thiệt is real or reality. Thất thiệt means like untrue or groundless or false. You hear it a lot in tin đồn thất thiệt. Tin đồn is a rumor. So tin đồn thất thiệt is like a rumor that not untrue, like doesn't have any ground based on. Thất thần. Thất thần is used, I don't know how to translate it, but it is used when, let's imagine you're about to get on the plane to go somewhere and then you just realize that you lost your passport. So two things can happen. Either you go panic and oh my god, or you can just be like, oh, I don't know what to do now. And that face that I just did, people call it thất thần, when you just sit there and it's like you're not there, it's like you're in an empty shell and then your soul, your spirit actually has wandered somewhere else. So if you see someone sitting like that, pulling that face, you can ask them, sao trông thất thần thế? Thất đức. Đức comes from đạo đức, which is moral. Thất đức is when you lose your moral. So it's like unrighteous or something is immoral. Thất hiếu. Hiếu is the adjective to describe a son or daughter who loves their parents and take care of their parents. So thất hiếu is when you failed at being a good child, fail to fulfill your duty to your parents. Okay, that's all for the magic word video today. I hope you found the word interesting, and from now on, now that you know the meaning of thất, if you see any other thất, that's not all of it, you know, there's so many more. Thất sách, thất sủng, thất thoát, etc. So next time when you see one with that, at least you know what the first part is, and it might help you figure out what the meaning of the whole word is. So that's all then. See you next week. Tạm biệt.